Hey viewers, yes, I'm doing a video while taking a walk. Alright, why am I pagan? More specifically, why am I Wiccan? Because I do identify as Wiccan. Well, I was raised Roman Catholic, and I was baptized as such, and my whole family is Christian. Most of them are Roman Catholic. I just say that because my mom just now identifies as Christian. I'm going to go this way so I'm not getting people's houses in the background because that's just not nice. Anyway, so I was raised Roman Catholic, and pretty much my whole childhood, like, I didn't want to go to Catholic school. They tried to put me in catechism, you know, like PSR, like Bible classes, and that was just annoying because I started a year late because I really didn't want to go. So they put me in the class for the grade below me, and they would never bump me up. So that just got really annoying. And so I did that, but I never made my confirmation because I thought that, you know, I knew I didn't like being Catholic, and I thought that if I made my confirmation, then everyone would say that I was stuck being that way, so I didn't make my confirmation. But basically, the main problem that I had with my Catholic experience was that, first of all, I didn't like that it always kind of made me feel like they were telling me what to do. And, like, especially with confession, like, people were always telling me, you know, say a prayer, speak to God in prayer. It's like, there's a song about that. And so I was like, okay, cool, you know. And my grandfather died when I was little, so I would talk to him in prayer too, because I just figured, like, that's how you talk to people in heaven. And then it came around to confession time, and for PSR, we were required to do a confession before we could pass a certain, like, level in it. And so I thought confession is dumb. Because here they are telling me that you can talk to God whenever you want, you just pray, and now they're telling me, but if I want to tell God what I've done wrong, and if I want to apologize to God, I have to go to the priest, and I have to tell him what I've done wrong, and then he'll tell God for me, and then I have to say 10 Hail Marys and 3 Our Fathers, and then I'm forgiven? No, I'm sorry. That has always been dumb to me. I wanted to go to my little special space, wherever that was, in my room, whatever. I just wanted to go there and say, hey, God, you know what? I was mean to my little brother today, and I'm really sorry because I know you want me to love everyone, and I apologize. Please forgive me, I'll do my best. Like, that's what I wanted to do, and they're telling me, no, you gotta go to a priest and do it. So, I thought that was dumb. So I knew that Catholicism, based on mostly that and other things, just was not for me. So, one of my cousins, she currently lives, like, across the country from me, but she used to be around here. She told me one day that she was Wiccan, and I didn't really know what that was, and I didn't know where that came from. And so I asked her, you know, like, what's it about? And she started telling me what she believes. Like, she believes in, she believes in, you know, a male and female god and goddess, and she believes in the balance of all things and nature and the cycle of everything. And you know, she told me a little bit about, like, how she practices it and what they celebrate and what their rules are. Like, she told me about the reed and, you know, just basic stuff like that. And I was like, wow, you know what? That sounds like what I believe. So I did some research on it. And so when I started doing research on Wicca, it was not, for me, it wasn't about, my cousin's Wiccan, it sounds cool, I want to be Wiccan, I'm going to go read up on what I need to do to be that. That's not me, obviously. If that was me, I would have just said, okay, let me read a little bit more about Catholicism, let me listen to what I'm supposed to believe, and I'll believe it. okay, that was my problem with the Catholic Church, so I'm not going to do that with Wicca just because I think it's cool. So what I did was I went and I researched and I looked for what sounds like what I already believe. Because I knew that somewhere deep inside me I already had it. I already had my belief. I had just been born into a family that practiced a different one, and that wasn't who I was. So, anyways, so I did my research, and I found out that Wicca is what mostly already followed what I believed. So that's how I found out that's a match. And read up a little bit more on it just to see, like, what do different kinds of Wiccans believe, you know, what do the Gardnerians believe, what do the Alexandrians believe, what's eclectic Wicca. I'm eclectic, by the way. I don't know. I'm indecisive. I can't decide. But actually, for me, it's more like I'm eclectic because, oh, this is really pretty. There we go. For me, it's more that I'm an eclectic Wiccan because I like to accept a lot of things, and I like to mix and match, and I don't like to define it as one thing. So, yeah. So that's how I came to be Wiccan, and I really like it. You know, it fits everything. But, you know, there are pieces of Wicca that I don't agree with, too. There are different branches of Wicca that do things certain ways that I don't agree with, like, you know, like the branches that I mentioned that are, like, named after people, Gardnerian, Alexandrian, what have you. Those are too structured for me, too. It was, like, it's too much like my childhood, like, with the Catholic Church, and I didn't like it. So, there are still things that I don't like about it, but I don't just read everything on Wicca and say, this is Wicca, and I am Wiccan, therefore I have to believe this. That's not how it works. I just go for, hey, so right at the end of that last segment, I went to turn the camera off, and I realized that it had turned itself off because I ran out of battery. So you didn't miss much, though. There was like 0.2 seconds, and pretty much I can't hear it on my camera, but when I get to the computer, I will find out what you missed. But it was probably just me saying that I was going to go because there were some more people staring at me funny. So, anyway, yeah, so that was my story of, you know, who I used to be religious-wise and how I got to where I am, and I hope that helps you sort of understand future videos. So be on the lookout for the next one, which is going to be me talking about Wiccans and circles and why circles are great. And yeah. Sorry, there's someone back there giving me a dirty look because I was talking really loudly to my camera. So, and I happen to know that family and they're Christians, so awesome. Do you see this? Do you see that? That is a Coca-Cola can stuck way up in a bush on the side of my road. See this, people? This shit pisses pagans off. Stop it.